We are here at Thiel Business Park near Reading with Shirley and James Smith of Botanica Nurseries. You've been closely involved in the National Plants at Work Week project build for the last 3 years, helping Ian Drummond to create fantastic installations such as Work Pod, Ambulance Plant to the Rescue installation and this year's market stall Vitamin Plant. Can you please tell us about your collaboration with Ian on this installation?
Well, I've known Ian for many years through Plants at Work. Our company's both members for many years. Ian is very good at design, so he does a lot of work with designing of it. And we've obviously got our own nursery, so we very much can supply the plants that are chosen and help kit it out to make it, look presentable for marketing purposes.
Yeah, it's great. I'm the one that gets to choose all of the plants, not the plants that are the yearly chosen ones, but I get to choose all the ones that go on display, which is really fantastic because it means we get a chance to build some lovely things we wouldn't necessarily usually buy for offices, and we get a big delivery in and kind of bring a whole van load of plants down, and then it's up to Ian to decipher what he wants and what he doesn't.
What do you hope to achieve with this market stall installation?
So we do loads of work on Thiel Business Park already. We're the preferred supplier for Arlington, which is the company that run the facilities and a number of the buildings. It's just really nice to get down here and kind of have a chat to the people that work in the offices. We've had a catch up today with some of the people who already use our services, and then there's a chance to kind of market us and Plants at Work in general. It's just a lovely opportunity to promote it. It's very different to what we do kind of day to day. It's usually quite regimented and work, and it's all based on making sure you're doing the right design, making the money, getting the sales. Whereas today it's more about let's chuck 1,000 plants, let's really impress people. We've had probably 100 people come down this afternoon. They've all absolutely loved the display. So it's really nice just to promote it.
Yes, I mean, Plants at Work do a fantastic job promoting our industry. We're a small industry in comparison to the big exterior landscapers, but we're just as important, if not more important, because people spend most of their time sitting in an office. So it's great to work with Plants at Work and promote this, for Plants at Work week, but also, just promote plants for the rest of the year. Most of the members promote Plants at Work on their websites. It'd be lovely to get more members for Plants at Work, but I think Plants at Work do a really good job just promoting what is in effect a small part of landscaping that are very important. This installation and ones every year, people come down and think, God, this is brilliant, what are you doing? Which is lovely. It's lovely to promote that.
Which is your favourite of the 5 plants used this year?
My favourite is the Strelitzia. It's a newer plant to be used in offices. We've probably only been using it for the last 5 or 6 years. It's quite tough. You can put it in quite good locations, fairly low light. It does quite well. It's not the easiest plant to look after, so probably it won't be the one that the maintenance technicians choose as their favourite plant. But whenever you put it in an office, people go, oh wow, what is that? So that is why it's my favourite, but probably not a maintenance technician's favourite.
My favourite is the Scindapsus. I love the variety of variegation they come in. Even today, we've had a lot of people passing by the market stall saying, oh, I've never seen that one before. Oh, I can buy one in Tesco or IKEA, but there's such a massive variety of them that people aren't used to seeing. I love that they're trailing. We're doing a lot of work these days where people prefer really big kind of tropical displays as opposed to very corporate matching things. So they've got lovely foliage. We have them trailing. You can hang them up in offices. You can have them trailing down cabinets. And also a lot of our clients nowadays love that they can take cuttings from them, and they are dead easy to propagate. So we try and stick one in every single office, and it saves the maintenance technician doing any pruning.
How do you plan to engage visitors and promote the benefits of indoor plants through this display?
Well, this kind of speaks for itself. We haven't had a single person walk past that hasn't gone, oh my god, wow. I think particularly with plants, such a huge variety of them, like I say again, stuff that you wouldn't usually get in the shops, and people are really interested. They're interested in asking about what the type of plants are, which ones are similar, what kind of conditions they like in terms of light and water in the soil, and yeah, people love that kind of thing, and I feel like as a company, we in particular like to use a massive variety of different plants in offices. It's kind of something we really focus on because it makes them unique. It stops them just becoming part of it. And yeah, something like this is so perfect because you can put so many different colours and shapes and stems and flowers into one small space, and it just is beautiful.
Yeah, again, I agree with James. I think the variety is fantastic. Gone are the days where interior designers and fit-out companies would give you a spec and they'd want a Kentia and a Ficus benjamina. Nowadays, we put in much more mixed displays and troughs we could have 5 or 6, 7 different plants in them. Makes it harder to maintain, but it gives a real impact to the office rather than how it used to be when you just have a 5-glass grey pot with a petrichor in it. They're going back to real mixed displays, which is what we used to do in the 80s. Just, I've been going that long.
How do you see the role of interior plants evolving in the workplace in the coming years?
So I think one of the key things we're seeing at the moment, particularly on business parks, is companies are desperate to get their staff back into the offices. They don't want people working at home all the time. Generally, it's kind of people want flexible working hours, and it's incredibly good to have flexible working hours. But nobody wants office space sitting there with nobody in it. We've certainly seen recently the development has gone from lots of little grey boxes with a desk and a computer and kind of chairs to more open plan offices, like we were saying, more big structural displays, something that's really impactful. And that kind of approach to it means that the office is much more flexible workspace. If you're going to just sit at a desk and stare at a computer screen for 8.5 hours, you may as well do it at home, save yourself the commute. Whereas, a lot of the jobs we picked up and a lot of the jobs we are now kind of pushing is let's completely adapt how office spaces work. And have much more meeting rooms, more creative spaces. We know that just having any type of plant in the office boosts creativity and it boosts happiness, and it's encouraging people to get back and work more efficiently in an office space. And then when you've just got your keyboard stuff to do at home, save on the commute. So that's what we're doing anyway.
Yeah. Offices certainly, sort of fit out companies and design is certainly much more elaborate. They're really trying to make the offices pleasant places to work. If people are going to be at work, they want them to enjoy being at work. Everyone would rather be at home, sitting out in the garden, it's a hot sunny day. But if you have to work, you want your work environment to be as nice as possible. Working from home is not always ideal. You don't get to mix with other people. You don't get sort of office banter. Young staff and trainee staff haven't got the people there to necessarily pass on their information that they've gathered over the years. So trying to make the office nicer to work in is encouraging people to come back, even if it is just for 2 or 3 days, or just for meetings or marketing meetings. Rather than do it over Zoom, they're trying to make the offices have a lovely area to come in and work from. And I think it works.
And how do you incorporate the principles of this initiative into your own work environment and daily life?
Filling your house completely full of second-hand plants. Generally, I know that I know Shirley's house is completely filled with, and mine is as well. It's lovely when jobs come in and out. If there's a plant that's not quite up to scratch, not quite good enough to use in a new client, we take it home, we kind of nurse it back to health, and it does kind of remind you what we're doing this for. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but people say if you love your job, you don't do a day's work. Doing stuff like this and seeing the positive impact of it really reminds us we are incredibly lucky to be in an industry where we're working with such beauty, such variety, so it does remind you that we're lucky to be.
Yeah, we're very lucky that we've got our own nursery. So we've got plants around us, our offices, we've got plants everywhere. We've got plants in there, but that works fine because it's too cold here at night. We don't have the heating too high overnight, so we have to heat the greenhouses, so can't afford to heat the offices. And then they survive. So you realise actually how tough plants are, how you put them in an office location which really they shouldn't survive in because they should be outside in the rainforest, but how brilliantly they actually do when you put them in an office and look after them well. So which is why Plants at Work and promoting offices to have plants is a fantastic initiative. They're so good for you.